Hello everyone, my name is Tamara, CSP MSP lead at Virtuozzo, and I would like to welcome you to our webinar for cloud providers showcasing our journey with DT technology, a digital transformation enabler. Today we will go over the journey that we're taking together with DT in the cloud and the challenges that organizations undergo in their digital transformation. We will also provide practical advice on how to overcome these challenges and how to build a successful go-to-market model for a next-generation alternative cloud provider. With this, I would like to introduce our speakers, Tolga Dinçar, CEO and founder of DT, Ahmed Amni, channel lead at Virtuozzo. And with this, I would like to pass on to Ahmed to present Virtuozzo. To you now, Ahmed.
Thank you, Tamara. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being with us. As this slide shows, we are not a newcomer. We are 20 years in the business. We are and we're powering 40% of the virtualization for hosting providers. By that said, we are seeing a shift since 3 years or 2 years or 3 years from now that hosting providers are becoming managed service providers or becoming cloud service providers. So we started thinking 2 or 3 years ago on how we can take this journey as well with our partners and make them as well enjoying this journey as well. We decided to acquire 2 companies in last year in order to make our portfolio a better portfolio and create and give the possibility to our partners as well to create. So one company was in the infrastructure as a service, powering the already set of solutions that we were having in infrastructure as a service. And the second one is from platform as a service, Gelastic, which is enabling the possibility to our partners to provide platform as a service or offers to their customers and partners. A bit of words about our company. We are, as I said, established in 20 years, 700 customers, mostly coming from service providers. So we know the service provider market. We are coming from the service provider market, and we look and we see the life from our roadmap perspective in a service provider area. From a number of employees perspective, we are 300 people worldwide, and as you see in the map upright, we are present in every single part of the world from both sales and technical resources in order to be and partner with our customers and partners in order to create powerful offers for their markets. From the quality of our team, from a technical perspective, as you can see, we are 4th contributor to QEMU KVM. This shows a strongness that is our team, and the fact that we are developing powerful solutions to help our partners to create now their infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. Our mission consists on 3 pillars. First pillar is growing your business. We are seeing today that hyperscalers are getting more and more business into your countries and your territories, and although you need to partner with them because this is a mandatory way to go, but you need as well to create what we call an alternative cloud in order to go to attack the market or to feed the market that doesn't want to work with hyperscalers. So we are coming with this infrastructure as a service, platform as a service solutions to help you creating the alternative cloud. If you don't have a presence of hyperscalers in your country to push back on their presence, or if they are present in your countries in order to create an alternative solution to the partners and customers who doesn't want to work with the hyperscalers. So by not working with the hyperscalers or by growing your business, you need to have powerful solutions. And powerful solutions today, we are going into a world of application as a service. It's not anymore infrastructure, it's not anymore hardware, it's now an application. We are app-driven. We are going to an app-driven world, and we need to provide to our partners solutions that help them to create this or go to this app-driven world. So it's infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, enabling you to create what we call X as a service or everything as a service. It can be backup as a service, it can be security as a service, it can be a Kubernetes application that you are using within this. Now, our third pillar is a mix of both of them in order to give you possibility to get profitable. So if a partner is not choosing for a hyperscaler, it's mostly for cost. But you need to give as well a infrastructure and platform as a service solutions that are powerful and that are making sense and not getting in the it's cheap but not because it's cheap, it's not reliable. So we are bringing you the possibility to create with a good total cost of ownership, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and everything as a service solutions to your market in order to feed the market with good technology and as well getting your profitability high, better than what you would be doing partnering with hyperscalers. And there are two ways to show you this. The first way is doing it by ourselves, but we decided to go the second way where we bring one of our partners to speak about it. So I will be giving the hand to Mr. Tolga, who will be speaking about our relationship with DT Technologies and the powerness of our cloud service provider area where we are working. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Ahmet and Tamara, for the introduction of the today's webinar. So I am the founder and CEO of DT Technology Group. Today, I will mention first DT, how we do the digital transformation. We started in 2006 as a software development and R&D focused technology company. So we needed new revenue streams in 2011. Then we joined the system integration business, traditional ICT systems for small, medium, and enterprise industries. In 2013, we would like to have more competence to provide new technologies to the markets. We mostly focused to have carrier infrastructure experience, and we got licensed from Turkish Telecom Authority to provide the infrastructure services and internet services. So after getting competence to be a certified carrier grade infrastructure provider, we are chosen as mainstream partner for Turkish telecom providers to help their journey to complete 5G infrastructure. So we worked 10G to 400 gigabits transmission infrastructures on the fixed line, and we started to provide the RF design and the optimization for 4.5G advanced LTE infrastructure till 2018. So we mostly worked in more than thousands projects in enterprise and the carrier infrastructure. With our competence and experience, we would like to create an alternative cloud to support digital transformation in Turkey. We did a partnership with Virtuozzo in that time to create a public cloud infrastructure in our country, and with our pre-opened R&D locations in Turkey, we developed cognitive services to provide machine intelligence, artificial intelligence. We would like to put these infrastructures to carrier grade cloud infrastructure.
Thank you so much, Tolga. This is indeed a very inspiring journey, and I'd like you to focus now on the market challenges and specifically how the traditional IT market is being disrupted. We do see multiple trends like commoditization of cloud, and especially since COVID, cloud adoption has accelerated even faster. Another trigger is hyperscaler proliferation that increases the complexity and costs, and to your previous point, internal factors within organizations, and specifically digital transformation that continues to challenge the traditional business models. Now, for our audience here, Tolga, can you please outline the barriers you had to overcome in building an alternative digital transformation cloud for your clients?
Thank you, Tamara, for the question. So I need to mention the wall barriers to complete the digitalization in the industries. So with our experience on the large enterprise and the government business, we found the barrier as the problem between the technology proven stack disconnection over OT teams and IT teams. So OT teams are the budgets coming from the OT teams. So they are the top point of the line of business. Operation teams want to be digitalized to use the smart analytics, the real-time data. So they would like to expand the usage of the existing data convergence. So currently in the presentation, you can see that it is something like the full picture of the iceberg, but current IT applications and the architecture cannot use the wall of the wall of the iceberg. So current IT implementations are providing the data convergence and analytics only the 10% of the shown part of the iceberg. So we would like to provide the physical data, and the operation teams can get the smart analytics over the real-time data. So this is the first barrier between IT and OT. IT mostly provides data from the legacy applications. So legacy applications running on the legacy server infrastructure. So there is not there is no seamless integration on the all parties. So OT teams want to use the real-time analytics. So with this legacy applications and legacy infrastructure, you cannot fulfill the real-time data usage integrations and implementations on the current infrastructure level. So the second barrier is on the IT departments. They are mostly asking that if you want to complete the digital transformation, should we replace our legacy infrastructures completely? On the barrier 3, when we talk about the replacement of the technologies to technology stack, the problem is in the IT departments, there is too many new technologies in a digital platform, including over the infrastructure part, the real cloud technologies, not virtualization, big data usage, the mobility technologies, next generation security in the software-defined data centers and the virtual private clouds. So computer vision, IoT, and the artificial intelligence. So mostly when the IT department want to provide the digital transformation stack to the OT departments, the line of business, they need to work with the multiple vendors. So IT departments mostly going to be a system integrator. And the problem is that they don't have enough resources to do this. So when we look the time to master on a new technology, there is a report sourced from IDC. The report done on 2019 and 20. So when we look before pandemic, that was 3 years. So the limitation to work with the team and get the education and training on the physical environment, that was 3 years. But right now, with these barriers, new barriers, it should be 3 to 5 years. So for the digitalization needs, this is too long time. So I love an author's saying, Mr. Peter Drucker. So he mentioned that enterprises will never have enough gifted people. The organization's purpose should be completing extraordinary things with the human beings, the normal headcount in the IT department. So that should be a replace to use a digital platform to cover the missing parts of the organization. The most barriers starting from the request coming from line of business and CEO. Their service rollout deadlines always next week. When they request some new application, they would like to use immediately, because you know that CEO and the line of business giving the reports, P&L, business plans, and the financials reports to the business owners, the executive board, and the boss, to the boss. So when they need to calculate some, when they need to use some smart data, they need to have the infrastructure. So when they request this products from the IT departments, CIOs giving the expected time as 6 to 9 months, if all resources are ready, servers, integrations, developers, etc. So this is the reality. So CEO want to use the data immediately. About that, they are going to subscribe to a software as a service platform. and still there is integration need to cover the cybersecurity limitations because of the regulations and because of the ransomwares and the regulation limitations. They cannot go immediately to use the software as a service platforms. So the service rollout is always slower than expected. This is the main barrier of the digitalization needs in enterprises and the governments.
Thank you, Tolga. Now let's summarize the 4 barriers to digital transformation that you have just outlined. You first spoke about the legacy systems and that we observe a disconnect between the operations teams and IT teams on the choice of the technology stack, where the legacy technology stack is able to cater for 10% of the data only, while no means to collect, aggregate, and analyze 90% of the data. Then you touched upon IT teams resisting replacing legacy infrastructure due to lack of expertise and new technology and big data. Third barrier, where you outlined the challenges of having multiple supply chains that creates complexity and extends the digital transformation journey to 3 or even 5 years. And the fourth barrier related to actual implementation and service rollout time, which is typically slower than expected, creating a disconnect between CEO and CIOs. Now that we have outlined internal organization barriers on a path to digital transformation, Tolga, can you please speak about how you address these challenges with DT? And also elaborate on how you see the cloud market transformation from traditional IT to a new generation public cloud system.
We have a single solution to address all these market challenges. We named that DT Digital Platform. So we designed, it was initially created as digital transformation appliance and was further transformed top digital transformation cloud platform. So let's have a look at the high-level architecture. The foundation of the platform or our hardware layer, we leverage more than 15 years experience in hardware and the system integration business. The platform relies on integrated software-defined network between all devices and the OpenStack components to enable and deploy the smart services catalog and ensure proper latency for integrated solutions. The likes of artificial intelligence services. So we created this digital platform is the core philosophy over the devices and virtualization of everything to enhance the needs to create the service time to market times.
Mm-hmm. And you also mentioned before the challenges that OT and IT teams experience to address both legacy system requirements and requirements for new generation infrastructure that would be resilient enough to capture new generation services, the likes of AI, 5G. How do you address these challenges with DT platform, Tolga?
Good question. The answer to these challenge was in combining our expertise in 5G and carrier-grade platforms and leveraging Virtuozzo technology to build DT cloud. So the market demanded 5G-ready platform includes all these layers and components, but I need to mention 5G. It is not only high-speed connection. It is not 3G and 4G. It is a concept of the 5th generation information and communication technologies. So with 5G and the upcomings with 6G, 7G, all the researchers are working on that concepts. So this concept is combining all of the things, Internet of Things, the servers, the human inside in wall network. So we are saying that the 5G ready platform should have a software-defined network to combine all the contributors to a network, and that should be a good orchestrator such as OpenStack we are using. And over the OpenStack, we should provide the smart service catalog, including the big data platforms, IoT platforms, computer vision, smart health, telemedicine with machine learning AI platforms. So all of ICT solutions in the smart service catalog. we should have infrastructure as a service part to say this is a real cloud. So over the top, when we say again the digital platform is the core, the both of the workloads should run over the virtualization layer and should have the seamless integration to artificial intelligence, such as the cards of the GPU, TPU, and the NPU cards to enhance the machine intelligence. And when we focus to cybersecurity inside the digital platform, it can be because of the closing doors to outside of the network, and you can use everything inside the digital platform. So we designed this solution over around DT Cloud. We put it the core compute infrastructures thanks to Virtuozzo hybrid infrastructure. We virtualized all the data centers and our bare metal equipments. So we put it first storage cluster because it is empowering the hyperscale and web scale needs. It should be a major storage technology, and it should be a new technology such as software-defined storage. Thanks to Virtuozzo, because Virtuozzo first invented the storage technologies with more than 300 patents. So Virtuozzo storage is a major storage, and it can provide the legacy needs also, such as the block storage, such as the file storage capabilities, and it can still power the high performance computing with RDMA and other connection types, InfiniBand. So we are using Virtuozzo storage in the first storage cluster. Over that, we have Virtuozzo Linux and Ready kernel. It's advanced KVM because of the Virtuozzo contributed to Kemu KVM in world technology leader level. So we are using proven virtualization layer in that, in top of the hardware. So after the key elements, we are using advanced OpenStack. It's developed by Virtuozzo R&D. So in this OpenStack, we are managing all of the infrastructure services as a service, and our most focus in our R&D teams, we are developing DevOps in a box concept. We are using platform as a service. It is Virtuozzo Elastic. Our engineers are developing and orchestrating all of the smart services, the cognitive services, with the auto-scaling technology and auto-clustering. So we are not saying highly available or disaster recovery. Over DT Cloud and DT Cloud appliances, you can run your applications always on scaling and clustering technologies. And also, if you are developing in-house softwares, or if you want to transform your legacy applications to be a cloud-native applications and say them as digital services of your organization, DT is providing continuous integration, continuous development and deployment inside in DT Cloud with the pretty good solution of the DevOps Cloud inside in platform as a service. So we are providing cloud scripting to transform your legacy applications to be a cloud native application. And we can say that if you don't have DT Cloud in geography, you can still use the multi-clouds over DT Cloud platform as a service part. You can deploy all of the clouds. You can deploy your solution, and you can rent the compute needs in any cloud with the proven technology of the DT Cloud platform as a service. So we can say that we can provide application as a service over infrastructure as a service and platform as a service with these features. And if you are running your corporate website on WordPress, you can still use WordPress always on over DT Cloud. Or if you want to use another content management service, Drupal, Magento, or others, you can deploy with one click over DT Cloud. Also, if you have in-house developed applications, you can run the native Kubernetes over DT Cloud, and you can use the cloud scripting features to have the auto scaling and clustering to prove your always on concept still with your in-house developed application. And also we are providing database as a service part. If you want to have your always-on databases, you can deploy MariaDB cluster with horizontal and vertical scaling features. If you want to if you have heavy load and heavy transactions over of your database, you can deploy one-click Redis cluster. You can have the Rabbit messaging queue cluster with one-click deployment. And if you want to store your files in multi-regional S3 cloud, DT is providing over Virtuozzo storage cluster in the multiple regions and multiple presences as S3 object storage. And after that, all of these features, you can develop anything as a service. So as Ahmet mentioned in his slides, we are saying that with all of the features in DT Cloud, you can run anything as a service. So and we can provide you to wide catalog in our marketplace. If you don't find the solution in our marketplace, we are providing the professional services and support. I will mention more a few seconds. Thanks to our background coming from the system integration market, we are providing the monitoring, training, and installation in your premise with our first developed digital transformation appliance. It is a hyperconverged box. So you can deploy this solution in your premise, and you can cover if you are around regulation, you can cover the limitations of the regulation to have DT Cloud on premise. So we have our professional service engineers, and DT have a channel partners. You can choose your channel partner and install DT solutions on premise, and you can still have a chance to complete your need to have a hybrid cloud, edge to cloud concept. So you can run the machine intelligence, for example, the GPU, TPU, and NPU instance over DT Cloud, and you can combine your master data in your premise, and you can use the analytics service on DT Cloud. So we have the philosophy to provide the hybrid cloud solution over DT Cloud.
Well, thank you, Tolga. Very impressive journey from running a software-defined data center business to evolving to a carrier-grade infrastructure provider and a robust public cloud offering 5G ready with impressive smart services and ICT solutions catalog. Now, reflecting further on your journey and strategy, can you please present to our audience here your go-to-market model and also the main service offerings?
So mostly we have outlined the two business models we named as market named cloud, public cloud, and on-premise appliances. So we invented the on-premise appliances for DT Cloud to cover the regulation needs. And also, you know that public cloud for the hyperscale needs. So if you have heavy transactions and you cannot estimate the time for the heavy transaction loads, you can use the public cloud. But if you are in if under regulation, or if your business have the enough capability to do capex, you can have the similar infrastructure to your premise, and you can cover your daily workloads, the average workloads in your premise. But if you have the heavy transactions, you can go forward to rent the compute power, pay as you grow in DT Cloud. So we are saying this name is hybrid cloud. So DT is offering hybrid cloud solution over that two business model. So on the on-premise appliance part, we developed our hyperconverged infrastructure boxes by using Virtuozzo hybrid infrastructure in that, and we put our digital platform features to there, including the machine intelligence, big data analytics, computer vision, etc. We are putting the spatial artificial intelligence card to the appliance, and you can use this in your premise if you are around regulation and you cannot go to a cloud. But if you can go to a cloud, we are providing you hybrid cloud solution, edge to cloud strategy. So you can still use and you can scale to the cloud. If you don't have the enough resources in your cloud, you can rent over the DT cloud. So under our public cloud, we are offering the solutions to software vendors, which they are developing their software as a service applications. So they can come to DT cloud, and we are committing them to decrease their TCOs in the short term and long term with our agreements. And also we are providing the legacy virtual machine instances to SMBs. But for the enterprises and government, we are providing software-defined data center, and they can host their projects, and they can host their divisions in DT cloud with the virtual private clouds under virtual data center. So this similar as we are providing cloud service providers. They can white label our cloud, and they can rent the solution to their organizations. So thanks to our metering service inside in the cloud, our customers can run multi-tenants in the cloud portal. So they can use our metering technology, they can share the budgets to our divisions. So we are providing this solution to the large enterprises and government as they can be a cloud service provider under our infrastructure. So in the channel, we are providing mostly infrastructure as a service, the storage and the compute clusters. Over that, we are providing the DevOps in a box concept, platform as a service. They can modernize their applications, and they can transform their applications as cloud native applications. So I mentioned before the slides, we are providing not highly available. We are providing always on solutions. So about that, we have the Kubernetes as a service. So it is natively integrated to our compute clusters. Thank you for that, Tamara and whole team of the Virtuozzo. The Kubernetes as a service part running in the OpenStack layer, horizontal and vertically automatic scaling. So if you have millions of requests, there is no problem. DT Cloud can cover your heavy transactions, and you can still always available to your users. So inside in that, we have security as a service in the VPC layer. So all of the, if your architecture of the software and infrastructure designed very well, you can cover the cyber security needs. And inside in our solution, we have backup as a service. Thanks to Acronis, it is inline backup over the hypervisor. So if there is some new workload created, we are backing up all of the data. So and also for the Acronis CyberFit solution, we are analyzing the backups and the real data. There is ransomware or some backdoor, some exploit, etc. We are increasing the quality of the backups, and it can be 100% secure if you are using all of the recommendations. And if your all data inside the same digital platform, you can cover all of your cybersecurity needs. And also we provide same solution to your premise as DT Cyber Protection Box. So you can manage multi-cloud, and you can manage your on-premise appliance, compute appliances to back up the data and fully secure of your environment.
Thank you, Tolga. It's also worth highlighting vertical focused solutions in your portfolio tailored specifically for finance, government sector, and other verticals. But we will cover this in detail in our future webinars. And at this point, and in summary, can you please on high level outline what differentiates DT from other cloud providers?
I should mention about some 3 or 4 features. Enabling hybrid cloud experience for our customers, which are on-premise appliances and our public cloud availability zones. We can do high availability, and we can do always on. So we are not saying to our customers, we will give you RTO and RPO 5 minutes, 4 hours, etc. We are saying that no data loss. This is our total commit to our customers. So also, I mentioned to create a hybrid cloud experience. We are providing on-premise solutions and cloud options. We have value-added business continuity and data security solutions with disaster recovery as a service sites, all of the topics and features we mentioned in the webinar. You can rent a pay-as-you-grow model, so you don't need to use big budgets for that. If you need to scale, you can come to DT Cloud and scale.
Very good. Thank you, Tolga. And I'd like to thank our audience for your time and our speakers today for the outstanding presentation, and encourage you to visit DT website and our LinkedIn pages to continue the discussion. Thank you, and I will see you at our next webinar.